Well, hello guys, and welcome to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic review. I always knew this would be coming sooner or later. I guess let's just get right into it. So, it starts off, we're reading from this, notebook, right? We see, two sisters, right? And we hear their tale. One controls the moon, one controls the sun. The one who controls the moon gets extremely jealous of the sun one. So the sun one traps the moon one in the moon for like 1,000 years, right? Okay, it's a simple setup, right? And then we cut to a purple horse who was reading the book, right? And then we get our intro, which, my God, do I hate this intro. Oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. I don't even know how fans of the show could justify this. I mean, it's harmless, but ugh. So we see the purple horse running along. She passes some people because they want to go to a party or whatever. She's some bookworm asshole, right? She's so obsessed with her studies and whatnot. She runs back to her house, which is basically a library. She's got a dragon who, right, it's a little baby dragon who she abuses. She's looking for like a book or something, and she pulls him off the ladder, and he falls down a few feet. My gosh, she's abusive to this stupid little dragon. So she has so she's worried about this, the mare in the moon coming back, right? That's what she's paranoid about. So she asked the dragon to write a letter to the God Empress saying like, oh, we've seen the signs, right? We have to be careful. We have to worry the return of the mare in the moon. Which, yeah, she's paranoid. The animation in this show is okay. It's nothing amazing. It's not bad. It's just not great. There are some shots in it though that I do like. Like as there's a stone statue of like a unicorn in the background. And as she walks past it, like an hourglass, we see in the reflection of the hourglass the mare and the moon. It's a really cool shot like that, and we get a few of those here and there, right? But the God Empress replies to her and is like, hey, you should go down to Ponyville, make some friends, right? Oversee the preparations for the Summer Sun Festival, which happens once a year, I'm assuming. It's basically a summer equinox. And yeah, so she goes to town. She meets a pink horse who screams and runs away. Yeah, we'll get back to her. She then meets an orange horse who is, I don't know. She's very country. She's got one of those huge families. They say like the word apple like 30 times in like 2 minutes. Right? They're okay. She then leaves the apple place, goes and is going to meet a blue horse who crashes into her. And the blue horse is honestly pretty likable. I don't know. I found her pretty funny. They end up getting covered in mud. She dries her off. And then the purple horse manipulates the blue horse to like clear out all the clouds because the blue horse is the Pegasus and can control clouds for some reason. You know how, right? That makes perfect sense. But yeah. And then she ends up leaving the blue horse and goes into some big building and finds the white horse, who is doing like decorations and whatnot. And she sees the purple horse's hair and takes her back to like some like shop or something like that, where they try out all sorts of different like outfits, right? We get like a little fashion montage. So the white horse is like the fashionista type character. We then see her meet a yellow horse who is also a Pegasus, who is like having the birds sing, and the purple horse tries to talk to the yellow horse, and the yellow horse is extremely shy, and she's like all cowering. They're trying to just get her name out of her. I don't know, she's okay. But then she sees the baby dragon and like freaks out and it's like, I've never seen a baby dragon before. That's so cool. So the dragon ends up telling the yellow horse his like life story. And while the pink horse is like, kill me. Or purple one, I mean. The purple horse is, I don't know, I kind of relate to her, but she's kind of a dick. But I don't know, I think she's okay. And then she gets to the library, which is where they're staying. and runs into the pink horse, who is like throwing like a welcoming party. Everybody else we've met up to this point is there. We're establishing a main cast, clearly. The pink horse, however, is really, really annoying. My God, is she annoying. But then we see the purple horse bitch and moan about, oh, I just wanted time on my own. Everybody's so busy doing other stuff. I need to focus on stopping the apocalypse, right? Because that's basically what's going to happen if the Mare in the Moon returns as the apocalypse. We do get another great shot where we see the Mare in the moon in the reflection of her eye. That is a really cool, really well done shot. It takes advantage of what the show has, right? But they eventually go to back to that town hall area where the mayor's there and it's like, everybody, meet your princess. And the God Empress never shows up. But instead, Nightmare Moon, the Mare in the Moon, shows up and the purple horse confronts her and is like, I know who you are. And that's where it ends. Because to be continued. Luckily, I'm not going to make you wait because... and then we give us our previous on, which we really don't need. And we get the intro again, which, God, no. But yeah, it continues right where it left off. We see the Nightmare horse taking over, right? The purple horse runs back to the library and is looking for a book. The blue horse confronts her and is like, you're a spy, you're evil, or something like that for some reason. I don't know, McCarthyism. But yeah. So they end up they find a book on the Elemelans of Harmony. And basically they're supposed to, each of the Elemelans represent like kindness, laughter, loyalty. There were others. And yeah, so they have to go get the elements in like the forest, right? This deep, dark forest where nobody ever returns. And it's obvious what the Elemelans represent, right? It's representative of each one of them. Set it up clear. They're not being subtle at all. Not like I expect the show to be subtle. But they end up, as they go through the forest, they fall off a cliff. The orange one is, you have to trust me here. She trusts her, lets her go. She gets saved. Then, right, so we then see them fight a manticore, which, okay, right? It's an okay fight scene, I guess. But eventually the yellow one tames the manticore by removing a thorn from its paw. And it's like, sometimes you just need a little kindness. And yeah, they're each, as they go through the forest, they come across a trial that relates back to their Elemelin. So they're proving themselves, basically. So then they enter like a darker part of the forest, and all of a sudden all the trees turn scary. And then the pink one starts singing a song. And it's like, are we really doing this? The characters even ask that in universe. Are we doing this? And yes, they are doing this. But if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, it's not a bad song. It's okay. And it did kind of put a smile on my face. So take that however you will. All right. So then they make it past the trees, end up finding this like sea serpent or something, who's had part of his mustache torn off. So the white pony ends up cutting off part of her tail and giving it to the seahorse, which it doesn't look good, but whatever. It's supposed to represent generosity, and it gets them past the trial. I'm not going to nitpick this that much. So they end up getting to a bridge, but the bridge is out. So the rainbow one's like, oh, I'll fix it, right? So she runs across with it, but gets confronted by, the Shadow Bolts, because she wants to join some, like, horse team. It's her dream of, like, excellent flyers. And now this is, like, the nega version of them. But she doesn't abandon her friends because of loyalty. So now, they make it across. They find the Elemelins, which, yeah, they're just rocks. And the purple one's trying to do some magic on them. Nothing's really happening. Right? And then the blue one, like, teleports them for no reason, honestly. It really doesn't have to do anything with the plot. But then the purple one charges the moon one. And they, like, go charging at each other. And the purple one teleports behind the moon one. And I was like, that's actually really cool. That was pretty neat. So the moon one, but nothing's working, right? The purple one can't get the spark because they need a spark to free the elements because reasons. And if you don't know what the spark is by this point, my gosh, this must have completely flown over. And statistically that's possible, right? You'd like to think, oh no, but everybody's got to figure out what it is. But statistically, someone hadn't figured it out at this point. But the moon one ends up destroying the elements, and then they're like, no, you can't destroy the elements because the elements are inside us. Because they make it very obvious that each of the elements, right? We get a little flashback montage, and then like the crystals surround them, and the last element appears, the element of magic. Shouldn't it be the element of friendship though? Because the show is friendship is magic, so it should be the element of friendship. But yet friendship is magic, so vice versa, magic is friendship. So it's still technically the element of friendship, but it's called the element of magic, if that makes any sense. Right? So they end up killing the moon one with kindness, right? They shoot like a rainbow beam at it, and boom, they've saved the day, right? And then the God Empress shows up, which she rises the sun. And how do you even use magic to rise the sun, really? Because the Earth rotates around the sun, and the sun is a giant ball of fire, gas, plasma, other stuff like that. You can't, how do they move? Unless they're rotating the Earth, then again, this isn't Earth, but still, the sun still has the same property within this universe. And then also, if you're just rotating the Earth, then why does the moon come into this at all? Is this making any sense to you? It doesn't make any sense to me, but this is a show that I'm clearly overthinking. But then they reveal that the obvious, that the God Empress is actually the sister of the Nightmare Moon, and the Nightmare Moon is actually Luna, and it's like, oh, let's be friends, let's be sisters again. Okay, we get our happy little ending. All right, they go back to town. Everyone loves them. Yay, the sun has risen. We're not in the apocalypse anymore. And then as the God Empress's last act of the day or whatever, she tells the purple horse that she can stay here and live in the library with all her friends. And all she does is have to write a new friendship lesson every day, which is clearly setting up for the rest of the show. So yeah, if you want my opinion on this show, or at least this pilot episode, it's okay, honestly. It's harmless. It's got a few good lines. I like the blue horse and the yellow horse and the purple horse. The pink horse is annoying. The God Empress is okay. The villain's, I don't know. I do like the idea of the villain. Like the sister who wants revenge, right? That's kind of cool, I guess. But I don't know. There's an entire show after this that's, oh god, I think it's, if I checked Wikipedia correctly, it's about to enter its 17th season, or not 17th, 7th season? So yeah. But I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.